Welcome back, welcome back. So I just seen something that I want to talk about. So I'm walking to work, right? And I usually walk up this block. And I always see this old guy. He's always laxing, I'm not sure if I think he's white. But, some Spanish guys look white. And, white guy with a tan, so. But I think he's white, right? So I'm always thinking he's, like, alone or something, because when I get off work, he's out there. When I come to work, he's there. So I'm like, all right, he must be retired. And I always see him every now and again, and I'm like, yo, that's so cool. Like, I hope I'm like that when I'm older. You know what I mean? You might be retired. You ain't got no kids or maybe wife. But you're still good. Like, he got his little small house. Got his little porch area, Got his little garden area. And I was like, he doesn't bother anybody. He just minds his own business. He just does him. And I was like, that felt good. I was like, you can still have peace and you can still inspire to do fucking things. Like, a lot of men, we are trapped in the old dynamic of I have to live life and do good to have a wife and kids. But, it's not going to happen for all of us. So you have to understand that's okay. You still have yourself. You have all the people you may meet. You have all these other people that may have children that are decent people, They may not know what to do with their children. And you have the time or experience or the knowledge because you wanted kids, but it didn't end up like that for you. So, kind of are in an epidemic of young people having kids. So, would be kind of smart to take on the responsibility of an older man that's like, yeah, this world's falling apart and I know it's because the kids ain't getting raised. So maybe if I don't have kids, when I see kids, I can say things to them. Or if I have family members or friends, they have kids, I'm going to say things to them, But that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is he did have a wife. And today is the first day I seen her. Anyway. And she did the nicest thing in the world. Like, well, not the nicest thing in the world, but it was so cute. Like, she goes out in the morning, and I see her feeding this cat. You know what I mean? And she starts walking back to the house. And I see her say, hey, honey, what do you want for dinner tonight? And I'm thinking in my head, dinner? The fuck? Like, you're a good woman. Like, it's 7 in the morning. It just broke 7 just now. And she loves her man so much. She's like, babe, you want anything for dinner? What you want? So I go about my day, do what I do. And then, I already have everything lined up. And, make you happy. Sound of horns. And he goes, I don't even know. I have no idea, really. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then I kept walking, and they were talking and stuff. And I was just, like, thinking about myself. And that made me thinking about myself again. Like, damn. It would be nice to have that. I said, yo, that's what men are talking about right there. That right there. The little thought of simple things. Our generation, or whatever, a lot of people that are not doing these things, we have a problem, or we think it's a problem, or I don't know what it is that makes people not want to be nice to each other. Like, this authority of fucking, hey, I'm the one, or you should always cater to me, and like, I'm sure that man has done something to make his wife want to be like that to him. She's not just being like that because he's the man and they're old and that's the way it used to be. You just listen to your husband and do whatever I doubt that's what the fuck she's doing. I doubt it. They looked happy. When she said, do you want anything to eat? She was happy when she said it. She was like looking forward to an answer so she can get in the bag and be like, all right, I'm about to chef this shit up later. Let me go over the supermarket real quick. Then I'm going to get my nails done or whatever, because she got the colored hair, nice nails. So, I'm sure daddy paying for that. Or if not, maybe she is. It don't even matter. It's just that presence of calmness and togetherness in the very simple little things like that. That's what everybody wants. And anybody's capable of doing these things. We just, I don't know. I guess the teenage years and the young adult years of getting destroyed for doing these things to people makes you not want to do it. I could understand that. At the same time, I don't, because I know expressing your love is also a thing people want to do. See, everyone's caught up in right now is I want love. But nobody's really thinking of I want to express my love. Everybody's thinking I gotta hold it in, I gotta hold it back, can't let somebody get the best of my shit, or the most of me and all these other things. I get it. When you believe that's the only amount of love you have, when you think this is all I got, someone hurt me, and if I get hurt again, I have no more love. That's because you don't realize that your love is infinite. Your kindness is infinite. Your hatred is infinite. These are things that are infinite. You just do it. It's so easy to activate your hate and your pettiness and your ego. It's easy. To activate that love, though, that's just easy too. It's just most people know what comes with that. You might get hurt. And that's where I understand, I think that's what the Lord said, take your time before you actually consider doing these things. Build yourself up, financially and all these little ways. Like, I was thinking to myself about making a video about what are the things you miss in a relationship, because it seems like all the focus is on, we always focus on the bad shit about our old relationships. And that's usually what keeps us single people single. Because we don't want to dwell back in the past, because if you think about good things in your relationship and you're not with that person, well, then you got to think about that person. But, if you ain't actually over them, then you're going to stir up old feelings and shit. For me, it doesn't do that. It used to, but I learned to get over it and accept that those people are gone. Like, it's over. So don't rob yourself of those good feelings and those good things they did do. They could, like I always say, they could have been a piece of shit, but if they got you to say the words, I love you, well, nigga, they did. So, there's certain things y'all did or whatever. Like, one thing I've noticed, thinking about it, like, what do I miss? It's very strange, because it's not something that I like to do. It's something I noticed women do to me. But now I like it. I miss it. I've noticed off the 3 women that I've been with the longest, and certain other women I tried to be with, and it didn't really last long. So to me, those aren't relationships. Those are just, we tried and it really didn't go nowhere. But I noticed all of them like said similar things to me, like, oh, I like hugging you. Sound the horns. I like hugging you because you're the temperature in your body's like a lot, like you're warm. And I used to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because you're you touch your own arm and you're like, it's normal. But when they touch my arm, I'm like, oh my God, you alright? You sick or something? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, yo, you're mad hot. And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm not sick of nothing. What are you talking about? And they're like, nah, your body heat is really a lot. So like on cold days and shit like that, like the snuggling up and all of that, they would all my 3, I've noticed that was something that was a recurring theme, something that was brought up, something that if I would like, yo, what is this something that you like about me that's different from other men, that would get brought up. And then when I noticed the other thing that they all did was, I guess because they would want to be close to you and get that body heat or that feeling, you making them feel nice, you do nice things and all, you know how that is. They all ended up wanting to put their head on my chest and listen to my heartbeat. They all individually say that, I just want to, hey, just lay down. I want to lay down with you and I want to listen to your heartbeat. I used to be like, nah. And that shit used to always baffle me at first because I'm like, what the fuck is so special about my heartbeat? And now that you actually said something, now you got me like, now my heart's gonna start fluttering and shit. Little weird things like that. At first it used to annoy me and shit, like, oh, here we go with this I gotta hold you thing. I gotta listen to your heartbeat before I go to sleep. Please stop. Why do you want to roll over and just let me listen to it for a little while? I used to be mad as hell, like, yo, bro, I want to go to sleep, bro. Now I'm like, oh man, I miss that holding somebody. I miss somebody giving a shit about just me. I was special. Get it? I miss being special. I miss having someone trying to understand you, Not even when, because when you talk to somebody or your spouse and y'all talking for a certain amount of time, and I guess you just get used to the conversations and shit, so you kind of like, you're yesing and knowing and whatever. But in the beginning, when they're really interested in you and they want to know everything about you and shit, and they want to know how your mind works and, I miss that shit. I miss actually conversating with a woman and asking them about themselves and actually having them tell me things about themselves and try to help them, either get over it or, get used to it. Because some shit, you got to deal with it. It ain't going nowhere. And that's okay. Oh. I miss learning about a woman and then figuring out the little things she likes, like like flowers, colors, food, little stupid shit like that, and then actually doing those little things randomly when she least expects it the most, and it be right when like you could tell her week is gonna go bad because you've been with this person for a while. You know what type of job she got. The haters hate on Monday and Tuesdays or Fridays and Thursdays. So the hate's coming. You know what I mean? And then you go to pick them up from work and you got their thing with you. You know what I mean? You got their favorite lunch or cake or flower, Or since I like to write things, that was always something I realized that although they may have forgot, I don't know, I haven't talked to them about things like this, so I wouldn't know. But at the time when I would write things about them, little poems or just little certain things, and be able to express myself to them. I miss doing that. I miss seeing that look in a person's eyes when you actually care about them. And they give you that look like, wow, someone actually wants to understand my goofy ass. Simple shit like that. I used to be a big movie guy. I used to love watching movies and figuring it out, At the end, both of you are fucking trying to figure out what it was and the meetings. And then this one particular girl, shout out Gail, she was into, the conspiracies and the weirdo shit from, everybody's learning now. We was into that shit back then, so we would watch movies and shit, and we would see things and talk about them, and you know, that's how I can break down movies now to you guys and be like, yo, this is about this is really that, because me and her used to always sit, we used to sit, I watched so many movies with this girl, it used to be crazy. Like, you ever get like a Netflix pass? I forgot what it was back then. Um, and then you watch everything, and then because you watch all the dopest movies that came out, now you still love movies, so you start watching B and C movies, and they're terrible, but you watch them anyway. I remember doing that with her. What you know about you seen so many movies and you've done watch everything so much that you're like, fuck it, we're gonna have movie night, but we're gonna watch old ass movies and clown the old people for their old ass corny movies, and then actually find good movies and be like, yo, that shit was, I can't believe that's not an award winning movie. A couple of B movie storylines are way better than a lot of movies. Then what I discovered by doing that with her watching all the B movies, when all the newer A movies and shit come out, sound the horns. You wouldn't believe how many of them steal the storyline from those guys. Steal scenes and ideas and everything and rename the whole fucking movie something, bro. Like, I remember one time I seen this old movie about like a building. Hey, how you doing today? Oh, get across the street. Hola, ¿cómo está, mami? How you doing today? Okay. And it was about like cops raiding a super drug building or some shit, and it was like a real big ass building. And so, like, they went in there like SEAL Team 6 and just started bodying everything, you know what I mean? And then the one guy gets trapped in there, some shit like that. And then I remember seeing the American version of the same movie, and the shit was line for line. Like, everything in the movie was the same thing, except one movie was with white people, and the other movie was with Chinese people. And I was like, yo, hey, babe, look at this shit. Did we watch this movie like a month ago? They stole the idea. And then we went down a rabbit hole and seen who made it first. And we was like, oh shit, dudes is really stealing entire movies. Entire movies. So, you know, when you see things like that, start realizing nothing's new under the sun. You know? Anyway, hope you guys doing alright. I hope some of you men and women are taking my advice, and when you meet good people, like, link up, you know? You're only gonna find so many good people in this world that actually care about you and actually wanna, you know, just be regular. So when you meet these people, just like the bad people you took chances on, go take chances and go see where the fuck, you know? Like me, I recently ran into somebody, and, you know, I said I wouldn't talk about them, so I'm not going to say their name, but last night we ended up messaging each other, and it kind of made me, like, feel weird, because, like, the way the situation went, and it's like weird vibes, and I, like, try to tell a person, like, yo, I'm cool with you, I wanted to actually get to know you, but when I seen you that day and you just walked away, you didn't even try to talk like we normally did. You just kept walking. I said, all right, it's whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe you found new friends, or maybe you got a boyfriend. I don't know what goes on. Like, women have to understand, we're not, this is not back in the day. Like, if a man is interested in you in friendship or a relationship and you reject them, they're not waiting around for you no more. Well, especially men like me and my wolves. We're not beef for that no more. If you don't want to be cool with me, or you don't want to try to see if we can make a relationship or whatever, then, you know, it's okay. I'm not mad at you or nothing. You don't like me. Many people don't like me. I don't like many people, so I don't expect everyone to like me, but I do expect someone to be real with me. And if you actually like somebody or just want to fucking be cool, go be cool with them. Waste your time. You have nothing else to do in life. Go and learn something with them. Or just, you know, let it go. You're not going to die. They're not going to die. You know, you probably learned what you need to learn already. For me, I just keep pushing. Oh, wow, look at that dog. I just keep pushing because, like I said, I'm trying to really build GMB up. And little by little, you know, eventually the team will get built, just like everywhere else I went. And I'm trying to do things a little different now than just people hanging together and finding jobs. And now I want to really actually just do what I talk about, us doing what we do and trying to do something with our lives. Just living, sound the horns, experience life. What the fuck? Instead of sitting around and just doing the same things, you know? It ain't gotta be nothing spectacular. All we get to do is live life. So, for me, I know I'm ready to start trying to live it because I am literally sick of sitting in the house and all these things that are not particularly fun, but are safe. Because, there's not too much out here in the world if you're broke. You don't want to be wasting your money on anything. That's why broke people need to start understanding and living broke. Stop trying to fucking stunt all the time. Stop trying to do what everybody that got money do. Learn to do what broke people do again. That way, you have money and you can have fun. Because I realized a whole lot of people really, I don't know, we just get caught in these things. Like even myself, I'm not even saying I'm different. Like this whole, let me jump off that real quick. I only got so much time. Like this whole last month or week, I feel like dudes is casting spells on me or something. Like I swear, bro, every day for like the last 2 months, I've been trying to get my raps in order, put out more music, put out certain videos, and every time I want to go get shit together and do things, this laziness comes over me. I'm just chilling, my back hurt, or I'm tired, or it's just so crazy, bro. Like every time, and I try to take it as maybe it's just me overtired or me, the Lord just slowing me down. Like, yo, bro, you ain't gotta do so much. You did a lot already. How you doing? Good morning. Hey, doggy. All that barking. All that barking. And it's just weird, man. Like I feel like I should be getting a lot more done, and I just keep stopping. And I'm like kind of frustrated at myself. So but at the same time, I'm like, there's nothing you could do. Like every time you want to do shit, you end up not wanting to do it, and then you just end up angry at yourself. So I said, you know what? You did a lot this year. You've been surviving. You've been battling all these different things. Then you got, the work harassment bullshit going on again. So, you got to be easy on yourself and realize working under so much stress, then you're not eating right like you used to. Like you're off. Like I'm off a lot of I'm off of a lot of shit that I was on. Like. And I'm like, that's okay though, you know what I mean? You're not the Lord. You're not going to be perfect all the time. You're not going to, you're going to mess up. You're going to fall off. And you just got to get yourself back up and start, getting back into the routines. I'm so happy that even though that I don't really eat as much and right, but I literally been like I eat. I'm not hungry as much. Anybody else not hungry as much? I don't know what it is. And I don't know. When I do want to eat, I don't want to eat nothing no more. It's like weird. It's like I'm only eating like bread and a little bit of tuna and a little chicken empanada bullshit. Like I don't want to eat nothing bad anymore. Like the other night I went out and I bought a hamburger and some fries for the first time in like God knows how long. Sound the horns, and that shit was good. I ain't gonna front. I was tearing that thing up. I tore that shit up, and it felt good though. I haven't eaten that in a long time. I don't eat red meat no more. And I said, you know what, gotta treat yourself to something. Get a little bit of energy in there and a little whatever, because everything's fucked up nowadays. And I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm tired of beating myself up, I guess. So I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, don't beat yourself up so much, man. Like, really don't. No matter what the mistake is, most of us ain't been trained up to make the right choices. So, that's my overall point in a lot of these videos when I come down with the hammer on women. I'm sure a lot of women are probably getting mad by now, or maybe just like, oh, he's just playing these videos and he's hating on. No, there's a lot of you that really don't know the difference between right and wrong, or you need someone to shatter that ego. A lot of women change because men are, sound the horns, 100% real with them and harsh. Other women don't need that, and that's why you'll just turn it off and say whatever. But to the ones that do need that, they appreciate it. They understand what we're doing. So hopefully I'll be able to start making some more light videos and dark, and here to try to pick people up just like myself. Like, I miss the old days when I was just teaching a lot of things that I knew and showing my little songs and all the little things that I do, and just trying to teach people how to be happy through this bullshit we all gotta face. Cause one way or another, you gotta face something, and one way or another, you gotta try to be happy in this life, regardless of where you're at. Because what else are you gonna do? Stay miserable, stay mad. That's what most of us do, and we usually stay mad because we can't have a fake life. Most people right now, I realize, they're unhappy because they're not living a fake life. They're not super rich. They don't have everybody in the world think they're super cool or they're fucking whatever. But that's not real anyway. So why the fuck would you be unhappy to not have a fake life? Because it's what everybody wants. And since everybody wants it and nobody's getting it, everybody's being unhappy. So, I don't really believe the world was the sound of horns. I don't believe the world was designed for everybody to want a certain particular thing. Because it's mathematically, scientifically, and by God, it's impossible for everybody to have it. That's why I hate when people use my father and say, yeah, the Lord wants everybody to be rich. No, the fuck he doesn't. Last time I checked, the Lord said you gotta earn it. He wants everybody to, hey, how you doing? It's a beautiful day out. It's so nice out today. You have a good one. Oh man, we're getting popular. Every man in the world, in the Bible, they earned what they had. The Lord just doesn't give things out. In the beginning, he did. He gave Adam and Eve had everything, and look what he got for giving everybody. Look what he got for that. They spit in his face and said, "I could be you." That's why the Lord will never give anybody just everything. Because then what the fuck will you do with life? Life is earning things. If he gives you everything right away, then what do you have to live? Nothing. That's why most of these rich guys and all these people that cheat to get up there, that's why they have drug problems and family issues and they're fucking crazy and they don't know what to do, because they cheated to get there. They skipped the whole journey of their life. So they don't have anything to feel good for. They don't have the accomplishment feeling because they know they got pushed. They can't. When you accomplish things, no one can take away the feeling of it. No one can take that away from you. They can take away the riches, you can lose everything, but you still get to look back and be like, I did that, I made that happen. A lot of these dudes can't do that. That's why they stay in the game for so long. That's why they do what they do, because they're not happy. Fuck, you make over $50 million and you still want to work. Get the fuck out of here, dog. I'm retiring. I'm out of the game and I'm making money in a different way and I'm going to live my life. Period. You know what I mean? I would still rap every now and again, I guess. I ain't gonna just say I would completely quit. But like, not to use him as an example, but Jay-Z. I'll be on that Jay-Z shit. Drop every now and again and still, go do other things in life and worry about, now I don't know what he really doing, but I'm talking about the persona he gives out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's more to life than what we realize. And life is not what we think it is. They didn't teach us the real shit. So, all love, all praise to the Most High. Shout out to the real ones. I